I think I'm the only multi-million-dollar earner that does affiliate marketing who lives in a van. Something. So it's always a good idea if you're looking to promote a product, buy it, try it, and then promote it. Because when you start to have 3,000 people, that's the easiest money I think I've ever made. Or you do not need to be an influencer to make money online.
5 side hustles to get you to your first million. My guest today is Adrian Brambila. He's most notoriously known for generating $1 million in a year strictly through online side hustles. And today he's going to share not only his best ideas for side hustles, but also some ninja hacks on how to do them properly so you make the most money without spending too much time on these additional revenue streams and without like taking time away from your family. My name is Kenna Daniel. I'm a best-selling author and the founder of the Invest Diva movement, where we're aiming to help at least 1 million moms take control of their financial future by the year 2025. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and share this with anyone in your life who could benefit from some additional revenue streams. Now let's go say hi to Adrian Brambila. Excited to have you here at the Invest Diva movement.
First of all, thank you so much for having me. I would love to share for all your listeners at least 5 different ideas on side hustles that they could get started today. You know, one of the 5 side hustles is how I make most of my money today is through affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is usually a side revenue for people. For me, it's my main revenue, which is very strange. But it is possible to run ads and make a nice profit. So I don't share this with a lot of people, but with your channel, I will. So like profit wise, 2020, it was around $750,000 of affiliate marketing. Essentially, whether you do organic or paid affiliate marketing, you're promoting someone else's product. And the number one way you protect yourself and also make your return on your investment is you have to collect a lead. After I've collected their lead, I'm basically going to email them, never spam them, but through continuing to provide education and other opportunities where I can monetize. Because the best ad doesn't feel like an ad. The best marketing doesn't feel like marketing. It's really storytelling and education. So let's just take one extreme example. I can capture a lead today. As long as I continue providing education to that person a couple times a week, 3 years from now, they may still be buying the recommendations. So that one lead that I spent 50 cents for could be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So today I have over 500,000 emails of leads, and I'm still spending money and I'm still have organic content collecting leads on the front end. But now with the click of a button, I can say, click 500,000 people that are about this new product offer. And then because I already paid for that, it's money that just comes in with the click of a button, it feels like. So it's always a good idea. If you're looking to promote a product, buy it, try it, and then promote it. Because the last thing you want to do is trick someone. It's a very bad business model because all the effort you put in to collect a lead, if they take your recommendation, you're like, this sucks, I'm never going to buy from you again. You just lost your opportunity to continue promoting value. So always think, affiliate marketing is essentially providing value or playing matchmaker.
So Adrian, can you please tell us some other, maybe less things that people who are like literally not entrepreneurial at all can start?
Absolutely.
As a side hustle.
There's a few side hustles which you actually could start today. So there are these marketplaces, basically these giant websites. They have their own ecosystem of buyers. And how these marketplaces make money is when you offer a product or service on these marketplaces, they take a commission, or they're basically the affiliate of you in a way. And so one of these marketplaces that I actually point people to, straight beginners, is called Fiverr. And Fiverr.com is a place, traditionally, if you've heard of it, you might think, Fiverr, I don't want to create a gig and make $5 for something I need to put an hour's worth of time. Well, I don't want to do that either. However, right now there's buyers that are real businesses that actually might go to Fiverr for like a quick project, a logo. If you do accounting, you can do the books for people. You can offer a consultation. And so there are high, medium, and high ticket buyers on Fiverr. Just right now, I'd say this is why I'm encouraging you to get started on Fiverr, because most of the market is like low ticket, low quality offers. But what I encourage some of my students to do is dive in there and create high ticket, medium ticket offers, and you bring in a lead and you make money at the same time. It's like you capture the lead. If you just are on time, you create good quality product, and you care, that person you can build a relationship with, and then that goes off of Fiverr and potentially in perpetuity, if you, like a retainer. So it's one example of lots I have of just tapping into a marketplace where right now people are looking for all different types of gig. No joke, I saw a gig in there that was someone who is going to teach you or do tarot cards for you. I saw someone that's going to cast a spell. I mean, there's some weird stuff. You can make money in a lot of weird ways on the internet. So think of that first gig, no matter what the price point is, $1, $5, $500, it's the very first time you've just made a relationship. So you'll leave money on the table if you don't have a way to upsell them and continue adding value. So you can say, hey, if someone does pay you $100 for your service, how do they pay you $500? And that's something that doesn't have to be on Fiverr. It shouldn't be, actually. That goes into your own business. Or do you have a course that you can recommend them, or something else?
All right. So far, Adrian has talked about affiliate marketing and Fiverr's gig economy that you can get started fast. All right. So Adrian, what else do you have up your sleeve?
So this next side hustle, whether you want to teach dance or something else, there's marketplaces that exist for small mini classes. I'm not talking about a master class that you sell super high ticket, thousands of dollars. I mean, that's a great revenue model too. I'm talking about what's something that you could teach that that could help someone that is literally 20 minutes long, 30 minutes long, and placing it on, there's two marketplaces I usually point people to recommend. It's Skillshare and Udemy. And these are where smaller ticket course marketplaces, where literally whatever you're good at, it's all fair game. When I lived in Dublin, Ireland, I met friends who worked at Udemy, and I asked them the question. I was like, okay, tell me what makes the most money on Udemy? Like what is it? Do I got to learn how to build rockets? Like, what is it? I'll do it. Like, tell me. And the guy was like, you know what it actually is? It's simple life lessons that apply to the masses. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, most people, when they're going to get a job interview, they would purchase, or they would watch on how to prepare for that job interview, or how to even dress. What is business casual, and how to dress for business casual? Like, very basic stuff that I probably this is all seems like common sense to us, but it's not common sense to the masses of people. So very, very basic information that you may think, like, who's going to watch this? That is actually the masses. And then the biggest money revenue opportunities, if you are creating content for the masses that can help a lot of people with just living, is that type of content gets licensed to universities and to organizations. And when that happens, that's where your little 20-30 minute class can actually make six figures from getting integrated in those systems. So Upwork is a place where you can get started. And that's where I got started, doing marketing as a service. Again, you may not know marketing, but you can offer other things, accounting, so many different options. And then after you're doing working on Upwork, you want to get off Upwork because they're taking a lot of your money. And then the beauty of establishing that relationship is then saying, in the service-based business, it's great because you get to talk to your clients hopefully weekly, and they are mentioning, and maybe you got a gig to say, hey, we just need help posting on Instagram. So you're posting on Instagram, and they say, hey, this TikTok thing, should we be on it? And they're asking you now because you're working for them. And you say, yeah, and you should be on it. And I actually know everything about TikTok. And if you don't, then it's a good thing to actually just say you can, and then go learn it, because it's all learnable. And then you say, and I'd be willing to do that for you, but could we actually do this one off Upwork And that, just, since you're already working with me on Instagram, this could just be like 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, your price. And then you just made more revenue from your client, which is always the easiest thing to do. And now you've established yourself off Upwork, and then you keep listening. And that's how you can turn a $1,000 client to a $10,000 client, is just listening and seeing where you can add value. What are their problems? What are their challenges? But getting in is the hardest part. And that's why Upwork, love, hate it, they're going to take your money, but that's where real businesses go to find freelancing. And if you do a good job, again, people business, you can establish a relationship and then land retainers to build that agency type of model. If you don't want to learn how to do it, you don't have to either. You can be the salesperson, salesman, saleswoman, land the clients, and then have your book of freelancers execute the work. Now, if you do this model, you always want to make sure that you at least know enough to know if it's done properly and well.
So far, let's recap. We had affiliate marketing, we have Fiverr, we had Udemy and Skillshare.
Skillshare,
and then Upwork, but looking at it as becoming a service for a different. So this is your service, this is your back end, this is your high ticket offer. Even if you have like one client is going to pay you a bunch per month, again, another revenue stream. Boom. All right. Awesome. Last but not least, Adrian, what else do you have?
I thought of a different revenue stream from learning how other ways you can make money, still utilizing influence with a value kind of driven theme. And this is one that's being underutilized. Actually, there's a couple of financial marketers that I think they're the most that do it, which is marketing a paid newsletter. And this is where you are actually selling to basically send a super catered, crafted email. So with your words, and you're charging basically nothing. I'm talking like $1 to $3 max a month. But the math is crazy. So on my paid newsletter, I'm literally writing as I would a journal. And I have the advantage today of an influencer. If you're someone who has no influence and no followers, it's going to look very different for you, because you're going to have to go, because you can't offer your influence and you don't have many fans yet. You have to stress the value of what people are getting. Value, influence. I'm at a point with at least my small little raving fans where I don't have to go 100% value. I can literally just write an email that says, hey, everybody, these are my thoughts. This is what I'm thinking about this week. And then for maybe those people are crazy, but they like love it. They eat it up and they're like, this is so awesome. And they respond, they tell me their life story, and they're paying $2 a month for this newsletter. And they're getting an email every single week. And $2, not a lot of money, but when you start to have 3,000 people, that's the easiest money I think I've ever made. And it's reoccurring, but if there's one revenue stream, if you're getting started online business, you have nothing right now, what you should think about is how can you make money from the same person on a residual basis? That answer and the pursuit of that is so much smarter than basically majority of my time as an internet marketer, as I chased trends and demands and I sold, and the next month I started at zero. And just finally, we're all learning here in the last couple of years, I'm like, how do I transfer and focus all my energy on recurring revenue? So this is an influencer model, but in a very different way. It's not based on your video, it's based on your words. So if you're good at copywriting, if you're good at storytelling, I'm not a creative writer. So now it's like half journal, half value, and my thoughts. And people are willing to spend at least $2 a month. And as I scale that out, it could be a serious revenue stream and the easiest money that I'll continue to make.
And I would like to add something to what one last passive income to this. You probably already see this coming, but once you get all this money coming in, even if it's like $50 per month, even if it's like $100 per month, where do you put it? Don't go spend that money, go invest that money, because then all the money that you're bringing in passively is now going to have babies in the back end without you even being involved. So definitely go ahead and invest that money. Adrian, how can people learn more about you? Can you please share your hands? We can actually add it to right over here or here on the YouTube or in the description area, but where's the best place for people to find you?
Yeah, my I have a program that teaches beginners, how to make their first, I would say $10,000 online. If someone is already making significant revenue, this probably wouldn't be a good fit. But if you go to brambilamethod.com/Kiana, it's going to go to a landing page. And it has a really cool special offer in there just from any one of your followers who may have any interest at all. So what does it do? It will basically teach you those bootstrap, sweat equity type of business models and on how to get started in making money online. It's catered really just for beginners, someone who's never made a buck online before.
Oh, love it, love it, love it. That's like literally for our audience who are interested in investing, but they're not making money. Thank you so much, Adrian. Oh my gosh, we're going to add this link to the bottom of this video. People, go ahead and check out Adrian's amazing offer. I cannot wait to see it. And as always, don't forget that the only path to true wealth is by making your money work for you. I'll see you in the next episode of the Investible Movement. Cool. One thing that we always ask our guests on the count of 3, make a silly face. Go.
3, 2, 1.
That was spontaneous. Love it. Thank you so much, Adrian.